Hey y'all, and welcome to the Looking Glass Tarot. I'm going to do this reading on Kouri Richins, 34. She is from Utah. She is accused of unaliving her husband with a lethal dose of fentanyl in their home in Park City in 2022, March of 2022. She is the author of children's books. So we are going to see if, was it murder? Was it murder? And you hear my donkey Jay. All right, it's getting close to feeding time. Okay, let's see. Was it murder? Kouri Richins. Was it murder? Okay, so this is the Nine of Cups, but I did receive it in reverse. So the Nine of Cups upright is wishes come true, happiness, family. It's having abundance and having things that you want because you have the Nine of Cups. The Ten of Cups is wishes come true. This is at the point where you sit back and enjoy that you've almost accomplished what you want to. You've almost got everything lined up how you want it. Since I did get it in reverse, it's like saying this wasn't happening for her. Something had brought the happiness and the home and the family to a stop. So this is just basically saying it's like she was in a rut, like things weren't moving along. Something must have happened between her and her husband to make their the dissatisfaction is there, and some selfishness is there, and some like somebody was spending too much money, or and with the Ten of Cups is you're saving money, you're spending it wisely, you've got everything your family needs. And the Nine of Cups in reverse is saying somebody's spending too much money, somebody's overindulging in something. And it doesn't have to be, it could be shopping, it could be items, it could be partying too much, it could be drinking or anything. So somebody in the family was overindulging, and they had this smug attitude about, like, it'll be okay, I can do what I want, I earn the money, I can do what I want. Or something's going to come, I'm hearing something's going to come around and is going to make up for the money we spent or something. So it's kind of like they always felt like they had a safety net, like something was going to come up or something was going to come in and they were going to be back where they needed to be again. Let's see why the Ten of Cups is in reverse. Or Nine of Cups, sorry. Let's see why the Nine of Cups is in reverse. Yeah, so this is the Ten of Cups. So that's why it's in reverse, because the Ten of Cups, like I was just saying, it's happiness, joy. You see them walking and they've got this lavish garden and the kids are happy and it's like a fairyland. Well, it was not for them. They were not happy. Things were not going well, and somebody was overindulging in something. But there was always that thought there that, oh, well, the money will come in, or something always comes up, and the money is always there somehow. So there was probably some arguing over money being spent, overspent. Ace of Swords. So this is about mental clarity. This is about seeing things differently. This is new starts, new beginnings. So one of them was fixing to make some changes. One of them was fixing to go in a different direction. One of them had thought about some things, put some things behind them, and were making some changes. It's almost like one of them had quit taking something that was clouding their judgment or clouding how they thought about things. So they were clean. They were getting clean. They were stopped taking that stuff because they wanted to do something different. Because the Ace of Swords is about mental clarity. It's also about truth seeking. So one of them had found out some things, that some truth, some information, and they were using that also. They were, they're like headed in a different direction with that. Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles this could be an earth sign. This is like a materialistic person. This is somebody that loves money. They love material things. They like being outdoors. They like nature. They like hiking. But they really are materialistic. Sorry. They're very creative, though. So this can be like an artist. This can be like, it can be an author. It can be a painter, somebody that paints, an artist. So this is somebody that's creative. They're creative with their hands. They're creative with ideas and things. But this is an earth sign. Most probably a Capricorn. But this is someone that they are materialistic. And they like spending money, and they like making money. Judgment. It came in sideways, so let me explain that. Judgment is about how we see ourselves, not so much. But it can also be about how other people see us. So I think with it being a little sideways like that, this is saying I did care about what people thought about me, but I don't. It's like, I try to perceive to be somebody that I'm, sorry about that cat. I'm trying to be perceived to be somebody that I'm not, but I don't really care if they figure out that I'm not that way. So image is important to some extent, but then it isn't. And it's kind of hard for that, I know, for that to make sense. But I think it depends on the situation where their image was important to them. And I would say that would have been the Queen of Pentacles in the reading, which most probably, I would think, would be Kouri, but I'm not sure. That is a feminine energy, but we can have both masculine and feminine energy. So it could have represented him, but I feel like that represents her. So I think it depended on the situation whether she cared what people thought, if that makes sense. The Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands has that reckless kind of energy. This could have been a messenger. This could have been somebody that brought a message to her, like sometimes when you can't take a message to someone, you're kind of quiet about it and you just deliver your message and go on. But not with the Knight of Wands. They're kind of reckless. They kind of like just tear into the situation and tear into things because that's just the way they are. And they have that one mission that they are on, and then they just take care of it. So they're a little reckless in what they leave behind along the way. They don't really pay attention to the wreckage that they may leave along the way. This could have been somebody that come in quickly and brought her information. This could have happened, whatever happened that night could have happened more quickly than they thought it was. But I feel like this is a messenger. This was somebody that brought somebody some information. And this could be, and it was probably unexpected, like a quick. Let's see why the Knight of Wands is here. 8 of Wands. Whatever message this person brought to whichever one of them, it caused them to change direction. It caused them to change which way they were going, their train of thought. So they had to quickly decide to do something differently. So whatever their plans were, when the Knight of Wands came in with the message, they changed their direction. They changed what they were doing. So Page of Pentacles. So this might have been, I don't know if someone was like working with Kouri, like if she had like somebody that did her typing or somebody that did rough drafts, or but this would be somebody that's an apprentice, somebody that works under somebody. And they would be inexperienced, and it would be a new job for them. It would be something new they're doing, being material thing. They would be getting paid for this. So this might have been somebody working with Kouri or working with her husband. It could be either. But let's see why the page is here. This would be somebody younger than her, I would think. Not too many, one at a time. The Knight of Swords. So the page could have been here and also receiving information. It seems like there was a lot of people around her that night. I'm going to say at least 3 or 4 because the page is someone younger. The Knight of Swords is also would be like the age of a Knight of Wands. So probably like 40s. It's kind of like she was brought a message. It changed the direction of where she was going. It's kind of like it sent her out. It sent someone out into looking up for information. So something was told to her, and she sent somebody out to find out if this was true. So like on a fact-finding mission. That's what I feel like. So there's I feel like it's quite busy around her that night. So it's like they were going out to get something or get information, but they were going out. She sent somebody out for something. So the 4 of Swords is, kind of like taking time out, not speaking, being quiet, being with yourself, just taking downtime, taking alone time. So whatever information came into her, she was like, it made her be silent for a little while. Like she didn't say anything. Like she kept to herself. She kept quiet. She might have went on a vacation or just been out of touch with people for a while. Six of Wands. So the 6 of Wands is victory. It's like standing out in a crowd. It's like being known, being seen, being recognized for something. I don't know if maybe she had just published a book or was getting ready to publish a book, like she was going to be, maybe like she was getting ready to do a book tour. I don't know if she was or not. I kind of feel like she was getting ready to do a book tour. Maybe she had a new book coming out and she was getting ready to do that, which would put her out in public view, like she would be standing out a little bit. So I kind of feel like she was getting ready maybe to do a book tour when all of this occurred. And that might have been the reason for the being quiet and out of touch for her. She might have been preparing for that. Five of Cups. So the 5 of Cups is an emotional loss. So this is losing something, having to let go of something. I don't know if maybe it fell through for her, or the dates was changed, or maybe this happened and now she's lost that. She's lost all of that now. That could be why the 5 of Cups is here, because it's about an emotional loss and not being able to let go. Even though there's offers out there for you, you're not able to let go of what has happened. So I don't know if maybe her book deal fell through and it just sent her into a depression, you know, where she couldn't deal with it. Sorry, my cat's moving. She's getting in the window. The Chariot. So whatever emotional loss this was, the cat is messing with the window shield. Hold on just a second. There we go. Whatever emotional loss this was, it brought in the Chariot, which is quick movement. This is like moving in a different direction. A change, a big change that has come. So she could have, it could have brought a change like where she was going to have to move to a different place, or the venue had changed, like where she was going to have to travel now to where she was originally going to do her book tour, and it's going to be longer than it was before. But the Chariot is about movement. So she could have been moving, she could have been planning to move, and didn't tell her husband or something like that. But the Chariot is here for movement, some type of movement. Let's see why the Chariot's here to give us another. Two of Wands. So this movement, it was a decision that she had to make quickly. It's kind of like being bored. I don't know if she was bored or tired of the situation she was in, kind of stuck in between trying to make two different choices. But with the Two of Wands is here, it's like you're at a crossroads. You're going to have to do something. You're going to have to make a decision. So whatever happened here to cause the Chariot to come in, she had to make a decision. Justice. So justice is karma. It's what comes around goes around. You know, if you have put good things out there, you're going to get good things back. So if you're on the good side of justice, that's what you're getting. If you're not on the good side of justice, then you will get that also. So justice is here for Kouri Richins, but let's see what kind of justice she's getting. Is Kouri guilty? Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is can be yes to my answer, because the Ace of Cups can be yes. The Ace of Cups is also a new start, new beginning, but it can mean a new love. So I don't know if she had somebody that she was seeing. Somebody knew that she was seeing, and her husband didn't know about it, or she was had some new offers that she was not telling her husband. But it can also mean that what I asked was, is she guilty? And I got the Ace. So let's try it. Let's ask again and see what we get. The King of Wands. The King of Wands is, I don't know what kind of person her husband was, but the King of Wands is charismatic. He has a big personality. He's creative. He kind of does what he wants to do. Moves to the beat of his own drum. You know, he's just that type of big personality. He doesn't let people around him change his attitude or what he wants to do. I'm not saying he does it on the wrong side of of justice. I'm just saying that he is very strong-minded in what he does. And he's not really one you want to go up against sometimes, the King of Wands. Let's see why the King of Wands is here. Queen of Cups. So there's somebody around him, the Queen of Cups, very emotional. This could be a water sign. She could be dramatic, intuitive, She likes to look at things with her heart. She's very emotional. She can be, like I said, dramatic. But she's a very loving queen. The Queen of Cups is a very loving queen, and she's very nurturing. So this was somebody that was with the King of Wands. I don't know exactly what Kouri's personality was. The Knight of Wands is like a wounded warrior, always on the defense. I don't know if she had to be always on the defense with her husband. I don't know what kind of relationship they had. I kind of feel like maybe she was always having to explain herself or always having to defend herself. So this is somebody that's been through a lot, been through quite a bit. So I feel like she was gonna be leaving and going in a different direction from her husband. I'm gonna ask one more time and let's see what I get. Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is communication, loving communication, talking, connection. It can be lovers, it can be family members, but it is definitely a heart communication. So I feel like she was moving. She had somebody else or was thinking of somebody else. I feel like she was moving away from her husband. Yeah, Three of Wands. She had big plans. She had big plans. Four of Pentacles is about hoarding, hiding, keeping things hidden, hanging on to something that you don't need. I kind of feel like maybe she did do this, what she's on trial for. I kind of feel like she was she had been through a lot and was kind of bound to him, and I feel like he just he just kind of, she always had to be on the defensive about him. I think he was spending money and she didn't like it, because he always felt like she would come through with money. And I think that was the last thing that caused this to happen. I feel like that was just the straw that broke the camel's back. So I think there's a good possibility that she done what she done and that she is on trial for what she done. I feel like she probably did it. But those are just my feelings. So thank you everyone for watching and subscribing. I do hope you have a blessed rest of the day. Love and light.